What's going on? What's happening? Every time we face an economic crisis, such as the one that we're in, oftentimes you'll see people off themselves. Straight up, you saw that like during the Great Depression. As of recent, you saw that in the early 2000s. And I can't believe, that during that time, CNN actually showed a man jumping out of a building. So times like this, where you have inflation, the housing market is crazy, where people are not able to afford their, houses. The only thing that they could do is, or we can do, is rent. Seems as though prices keep on going up and up and up and up and up. And and people are not able to afford their rent, light bill, water bill. They have to choose which one they're gonna keep on. Whether we're gonna pay the water bill this time, or we're gonna pay the light bill. Now they got this thing called Afterpay. PayPal has the same thing, where you are actually financing everything. So you go to the grocery store, you spend about $200, and you can buy the food right then and there. But that $200 will be broken up in payments. It's crazy how we've gotten to a point where you can't afford to buy groceries. You have to finance it. Or finance paying a bill or paying a rent. And it used to be a time where you could go to your church and get some help, some assistance. Nowadays, you go to one of these prosperity preachers, they ain't giving you nothing. They want something though. They want that 10%. They want that free will offering plate that they pass around 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times during their sermon. Everyone is taken from you. And here it is, you sitting here and you like, man, I'm doing everything right. Everything right. I'm following it to the T. They told me, boy, you need to get an education. Knowledge is key. I went to school. Graduated. With honors. Went on to further my education. Went to college and graduated from there. And got into the work field or workforce. A lot of people are making decent money. They may be making $70,000, $80,000, but that ain't nothing when it boils down to keeping up with hyperinflation. Gas prices going up and down like a roller coaster. It's enough for you to say in your mind, man, I'm done. I'm crashing out. I'm working 2, 3 jobs. I'm paying on credit cards, Afterpay. I'm making too much to go downtown to get some type of assistance, Section 8, EBT, Medicaid. My car is on damn near E all the time. What more do you want from me? It's like, yo, if I crash out, things can't be that bad on the other side. And I'm here to tell you, if you think that way, don't do that. But it's nothing wrong with feeling the way that you feel. It's not your fault. You didn't ask for this. All this shit is based on greed. It's a shame nowadays that you can't afford to live or die. I mean, even in death, it has a cost that comes with it. The coffin costs money. The preacher that's going to preach at your funeral costs money. To bury you, to put a hole in the ground, that costs money. The people at the funeral home, I forgot the proper name that they call them, but you know, the people at the funeral home that you know, like takes up the internal organs and decorates you and gets you right, you know what I'm saying? So when they open the casket, you look decent. Those people, that comes along a price with it. But you would think that these companies and corporations and governments would care, but they don't give a fuck. The U.S. government gives 2 fucks. See, that's the problem. All these politicians are millionaires. All these politicians are greedy. And they could care less about us common folks. Real shit. They up there on Capitol Hill eating caviar while we down here eating oodles and noodles. Straight up. Eating oodles and noodles on a styrofoam cup plate. And not realizing ain't no difference. You might as well eat that styrofoam plate because them oodles and noodles is made out of the same material. It's crazy, man. Everything is going up but the minimum wage. But overall, our wages. And I know some may say, well, man, you know, Langston, this video that you're doing right now, this shit sounds similar to the video that you did the other day. And the video that you did the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that. Okay. What's your point? People need to know that they're not going crazy. People need to be motivated and inspired in this day and time. Because a lot of people are crashing out, especially our youth. I remember I did a video, I think it was a couple months back, and I was like, yo, man, you got to feel, you know, for these Gen Zs. The ones that didn't have a prom, didn't have a proper graduation, because during that time was the pandemic. Then as soon as they graduated, they were thrown out there to the wolves. And the wolves is, come on, man, a 1-bedroom, $1,600, $1,700 a month. Have some sympathy for these young people. When I was young, coming out of high school, yo, my first apartment was like $400 a month, and I was sharing it. It was $450, and I was sharing that with a roommate. Food cheap as shit. You had $30, man, if you had $30 in your pocket, you was walking out with 2 bags. Nowadays, you got $30. That shit, man. First and foremost, I don't know. This is crazy. I don't know if it's like that in, you know, in some, you know, in the cities that, you know, in states that you all are living in. But some of these grocery stores are charging you for plastic bags. Real shit. Sprouts charges you 10 cents per bag. And it's another store that charges 10 cents per bag. This is ridiculous. You walking out with $30 worth of food in one hand, just like this. Nowadays, gas prices back in the days was like $1 and some change. Now gas prices with anywhere between 2 something. It drops sometimes and you be like, woof. And then that shit shoot straight up. Bow. 3.50, 4. Come on, man. People don't talk about things. And that's the reason why this video is needed. You gotta get that shit off your chest. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about paying for gas when it comes to the car. You gotta pay for the car insurance. You gotta pay, you know, the car note. The car needs an oil change. Your radiator bust. Your head gasket bust. You need tires. I mean, come on, man. This is the world, the society that we live in now. And I know you may ask, hey man, listen, you know, you always talking about the problems, but you never giving the solutions. I mean, I always give solutions. What are you talking about? As of recent, I said, focus on yourself. And then the rebuttal is, hey man, how can I focus on myself and I can't even get my head out of the barrel that's filled with bills? I can't think straight because of all these bills. Well, guess what? You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to try to prioritize your life. And with that, I can't help you. I'm not there with you. The only thing I could do is recommend some shit that I'm doing. At the end of the day, you're going to have to do what you got to do. And you can take that however you want to take it. It's real shit, man. You know, you got nowadays, it's, you know, what we doing here? You know what I mean? Like it's the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and you know, like what are we doing here? Ain't no time to practice retail therapy. That's real shit. So Thanksgiving is canceled. Christmas canceled. You better focus on your life. And fulfill your necessities instead of your wants. A lot of you all, I see you all in Target. Just picking up shit. Because buying shit it's a therapy to you. It makes you feel better in the inside. But what you're doing is you putting yourself more in the hole. And what are you doing this for? When it comes to Thanksgiving, are you doing it because you gotta uphold an image? You can't let people know that you broke, even though that you are? You ain't got no money? You better tell your family members, hey, listen, listen. You want me to go to the Thanksgiving shit? The only thing I can afford right now is a bag of ice. You better be the motherfucker that's good, solid. Like they can depend on you for a bag of ice. Not the turkey, not all this expensive shit. You better tell your children, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to buy you a PS5 for Christmas, you better be in some type of tournament or league where you making some fucking money off of these video games that you playing. It's time to tighten the fuck up. And that's real shit. Now we can sit here and we can build and we could talk about how these companies and corporations trying to get over and they're greedy and the government and this and that and so forth. But I'm not going to let off you, us all, and make it seem like we ain't contributing towards our own demise. And that's what you're doing when you practice retail therapy. It shouldn't be anyone. The line shouldn't be packed Wednesday morning, tomorrow morning at the grocery store. I shouldn't see people lined up waiting to buy their Christmas trees. There shouldn't be no Black Friday. I don't want to hear, girl, you know, I went to Target, I camped out Thursday night, and then Friday morning at 3 a.m, Target doors open up and I got this TV for a steal. How you saying that shit and you broke? You only contributing to your own demise. Let's just say this. You're tired of America. You see it for what it's worth. And you say, oh man, I got a good idea. I'm going to leave and go somewhere else. Where I've heard that I can get more bang for my buck. The US currency in another country, it may be 3 to 4 times more there than over here. So if you on that expat mission or passport bros or blue book brothers and all the rest of that shit, why you in the store again? Shouldn't you be saving up money to get a passport if you ain't got one yet? Because that's the first step. Straight up. And I know some of y'all are going to be like, well, did you got your passport? I have a passport and my whole family got passports. Down to the little baby that's 4 years old. Took us a while to take the picture because, you know, you can't smile. You know, they like, you can't smile, little baby. All my whole family got passports. All of them. Straight up. We can leave right now if we wanted to. That's real shit, man. And it's crazy that while you waiting in line at that post office to get your passport, you looking and you like, shit. Everybody's representing from different races except for the blacks. Seen a white couple with a newborn baby. The baby had to be at least about a month. They taking a baby in there to get a passport. This is crazy, man. The food, the junk food, the movies, the Starbucks, Netflix, all of this money that you throwing out the window, why not bring that shit back and save it and put it to good use? Because money is a tool, it's a resource. It's like you gotta prioritize your life. I deaded out a lot of shit that I didn't need. And when time come, for me to bail the fuck up out of this motherfucker, and I mean not every, everything must be sold. Down to the curtains. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. A lot of you people I be riding through neighborhoods and shit. Y'all be complaining about, I ain't got no money and the economy and this and that and so forth and blah, 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 blah. But you got a bunch of shit in your garage that you can sell. Real shit. I know two dudes, big fat, I ain't gonna say that. They big people, you know what I mean? Two dudes. Pass by them all the time. Garage be open and they got a full squat rack. Weights and all. And I'm like, yo, why don't you give that to me? I know shit ain't for free. I'll buy it. Like, them dudes shouldn't even be complaining about money if they are. You got a full squat rack. I ain't talking about no bullshit either. I'm talking about some real shit. Like, you could go online and, oh shit, this shit costs like $1,200. The shit that they got, like the rack alone, and they got free weights. Plated weights. 45 pound. What? 345s on each side? No. I ain't even lying, man. Most of the people that I go through the neighborhood and they got their garages open, they got all types of appliances. Motherfuckers got more than one lawnmower. Y'all got you got fucking tools and shit, hammers, multiple hammers and shit like that, chainsaws and all types of shit that you can fucking take to a pawn shop or sell to somebody and get hundreds of dollars for. Y'all better start wising up. Fucking get out there and do a yard sale or something to sustain. Because once you crash out, it's over. Don't let these people drive you to your deathbed. It's real shit, man. Better go to Plato's, drop off some clothes and get some bread for it. Once upon a child with the children. Don't tell me in the comment section of this video that I ain't giving no solutions. I've been giving you solutions for the last 5 minutes. That's real shit. You got a car out there that's sitting on bricks, so you better tell somebody to go, man, I'll sell this shit for $400. You just got to come and get it. Real shit. Some of y'all got fucking brand new ass sneakers, Jordans galore in your fucking closet. Can you eat them? Can you eat them? No, you can't. You better put them shits on Craigslist. I'm pretty sure, I don't keep up with sneakers and, all of that shit. I'm pretty sure they got like retail, wholesale, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? You could go online and you could put them up on a website or something. I mean, make it happen. Straight up. I just know that for all you, for the ones that complain, such as myself, people can always keep, all you do is complain. Well, I tell you what, I better not see myself as well as anyone else at any Thanksgiving events unless you didn't put in. Or like I said before, and I say it again, you just bought a bag of ice. Other than that, you ain't got no business throwing any Thanksgiving events. Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas dinners, having a Christmas tree with presents under it, and none of that shit. That's real shit. But now see, you at any type of retail store purchasing shit when you know you in a situation. That fake it till you make it and trying to make people believe that things are going right. It's written all over your face. You ain't got to say a word. People can see through that shit. People can see through your facade. That's real shit. Prioritize your life. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got to get that motherfucking internet cut the fuck off. That cell phone cut off. Straight up. You better make it happen. Other than that, you know, you're going to be one of the ones that's crashing out. I don't want to see that happen to you. You know, times are hard, but you make things harder when you spend money on frivolous things. Straight up. Like, it's okay to cancel Thanksgiving dinner, especially when people ain't putting in. It's okay to cancel Christmas, especially when people ain't putting in. Now if they putting in, if cousin Betty is gonna make the potato salad, and Aunt Lucy gonna make the macaroni and cheese, and brother Ricky over here, he retired, you know, he got a good pension, and he making some decent money. He said he'll buy the turkey as long as you cook it. Now, hey, you got it going on. And you could throw a Thanksgiving dinner, and if everybody pitching in and you ain't putting in nothing but a bag of ice, and the only thing that these people are asking you to do is, hey, listen, I'll buy the ingredients. I just need you to make the shit. All right, we good. But I better not see you at no goddamn grocery store, retail store, spending your own money. Talking about something, I like to put that on Afterpay. Financing a fucking turkey. This is where we go. This is where we're at in 2024. I gave you some solutions. So you can't say all he do is complain and he complain, all he do is talk about the problems and never give solutions. It's up to you to do with whatever you're going to do with your life. At the end of the day, overall, I wish you the best. Other than that,